Hello, in this video I am going to show you page layout view. One of the quickest way to take page layout view is on an icon that you can see at bottom of the status bar. Suppose you are working with Excel for the first time, then it will be a huge struggling for setting up a page. And if you are dealing with a new worksheet, you don't have an idea on where is the end of a page and where is the beginning of the second page. For that, you can view the page division by clicking the page preview icon on Quick Access toolbar. So here is our page preview icon on Quick Access toolbar. By clicking this icon, you can see the page breaks or the division of a page. So in our data, the division of page, it sets on after the first, second, third, fourth, fifth column, and the second column comes to the second page. So as you can see a division also here in our worksheet itself. For that, let us take view menu. From that menu you can select page layout menu, and here also you can see that a page division, the worksheet is changed to a page view now, and the division comes after the units column. When we return back to the worksheet, you can see that there is a dotted line in between units column and the subject column. So this dotted line also represents the page breaks or the division of worksheets. Now let's see with an illustration. Suppose this is our data, and you have to take printout of this page. So when you click on print preview page, it is obvious that you cannot take the whole data table on a single sheet or a single page. So what will you do if you want to take the whole data in a single page? For that, you have to customize the width of each of columns, but you will adjust the distance between the distance or the width of each column by adjusting manually, right? But this is not a good idea. Instead of that, you can do like as follows. Click on the page layout menu. So here we have page layout menu on the status bar. So click on it, and from the page layout menu we have margins submenu on page setup group. From this margin you have to select custom margins option. But before that, you can do the same adjustments manually by adjust the page width right from the rulers. As you can see that there is a top ruler that appears on the top of the page view, and a side left also, on the left side also you can see a ruler. So by adjusting the margins from the rulers itself, you can make the whole content on a single sheet. I will show you how. So here you can see that move the cursor to the nearer to the gray portion of rulers on top and also on the left side. So here you will get a double-sided mouse cursor. So when it appears, just click and drag. So as you can see that here we have right margin and also left margin. So in this data we have to move the subject column to the first page or just after the units column. So you have to manually adjust the ruler of left margin, click and drag it to the left side. So you can see the changes. So by adjusting manually the left margin from the ruler, from the top ruler, you can see that the whole data table comes to the single page instead of double page. So in this manner also you can make the adjustments of pages or the page width from the top ruler and also from the left ruler by adjusting the right or left margin by clicking and dragging the left or right margins. So like that, here also you have top margin and at the bottom also you will have a bottom margin. So here also there is a bottom margin. Sorry, it comes to the next page, that's why. So bottom margin. So you can see top and bottom margin on the left side also, as you have seen on the top roller. But before that you have to take care a thing that the top and bottom margin areas are also divided into two sections. Between the top and bottom margins there is add header and footer area. As you can see that there is a footer area. Likewise on the top margin we have a header area also. So if there is nothing to show as header or footer area, then the entire space will be used as top and bottom margins. You can get clear idea from the ruler again. See the left ruler. You can see header margin and top margin. So here you can see that a top margin and in between there is a header margin also. Okay, so there is a gap between the gray margins, right? There is a white region is there, no? So this is the distance between the header and the top margin. So by adjusting this also you can increase the header space area or the header margin area. So this denotes the top margin and this denotes the header margin. Now it is clear that you will have a space between the header and top margin, right? So this wise, by click and drag the top margin and the header margin, you can also increase the space of headers if we have anything to input as header or footer. Yeah, to know more about this, click on any of the cell from the data table, and from the page layout menu you have margin sub option from the page setup group. So click on it and custom margins, click on custom margin. So here you can see the distance that this sheet taken at the top, bottom, left, right, and also header and footer. So if you are not at all interested to adjust it manually, you can adjust it from this dialog box itself, but I preferably choose for the manual adjustment because we can visually see that how much distance it will take from the left, right, or top or bottom, header and footer, right? So I chose manual adjustment. In spite of that, you can also do in another way also, like this. So and you can see the print preview also from this option. So now you can see that the whole data comes to the single page with all the columns on a single page. So this is how we can manipulate the page layout menu. And one more thing I have to add is you can also change the orientation to portrait. By default it will be in portrait mode, as you already know that. So you can make it into landscape if you wish to, else you can change it, make it default itself. And also you can change the size, like A4 sheet or A5, A3, like that also. If you want to take an A5 sheet, you have to change the default option of a worksheet into, or a page view into A5 page view. So by this comes to the end of this session. I hope you all understood what is a page layout meant for, and what all how can we manipulate the page layout menu.